Guess what? Paramount is shifting its entire strategy as Hollywood is facing a hilarious backfire and they're done with woke in entertainment. All because Paramount, can see that audiences respond to straightforward entertainment. Things like Sonic keeps proving that point as more movies like Sonic bring in reliable revenue while other projects fall flat. So Paramount understands that films like Sonic attracts a broad audience without political baggage. Paramount is moving in this direction because guess what? Money, not woke ideology, actually decides what survives and what doesn't. So here we are from Culture Crave on X, where they're talking about the company that's focused on making IPs commercial films going forward. They've dramatically scaled back their budget with awards and campaigns. And it also says, one source says that they have no interest in anything but down the middle IPs. It's all about commerciality. So in other words, no woke. And if you don't believe me, then why is it that Hollywood Reporter made this article stating feelings don't matter, how the Ellison era is transforming Paramount? Well, isn't this all interesting? So Paramount is finally admitting what everyone else could see years ago. The company lost money chasing political trends instead of building entertainment similar to Sonic that people actually want. You see, they're pivoting back to middle of the road movies with broad appeal because the financial pressure has forced them into reality. So Sonic, Top Gun, Mission Impossible, and similar hits proved that audiences reward straightforward entertainment. I mean, that's all we ask for. And the studio is choosing profit over ideology. Okay, so because the numbers left them with no other choice. Now, this particular shift by Paramount affects franchises like Star Trek and Sonic, where rumors point to a complete reboot built on basics instead of ideological messaging. Now, the old pop line suggests such as projects like Starfleet Academy is being flushed because it reflected a direction audiences rejected. Paramount sees that general viewers want entertainment that doesn't preach to them. Okay, so the company is embracing that truth because it keeps the studio itself alive. So movies like Sonic and Top Gun succeeded without political messaging, and Paramount knows it. Transformers still struggles from time to time, but the successful titles show the studio exactly what works. People pay for stories, not political lecturing. That's the pattern guiding Paramount's new decisions, okay? So the studio's own financial results back this up as quiet hits like A Quiet Place, no pun intended, proved original films can work when they speak to a broad audience. These successes depended on craftsmanship and universal appeal and not woke political buzzwords. So Paramount is finally reading its own scoreboard. Now, Star Trek could be revived if the studio stops trying to fix what wasn't broken. Audiences want classic storytelling, not ideological experiments. Even people who drifted away might consider coming back to the studio if the studio earns the trust. Now, the studio knows this and is reacting to years of declining engagement, okay? So basically, viewership habits changed because both Star Wars and Star Trek repeatedly burned their longtime fans. You see, people stopped showing up because, well, let's be real. We all were tired of the old bait and switch tactics and constant reinvention for political purposes. Now, once that particular trust is broken, guess what? Getting it back takes more than marketing. And they're just now acknowledging that reality, and time will tell if they actually will follow through with this, okay? But even when a season like Picard Season 3 succeeds, the damage from earlier failures from Paramount doesn't disappear. Strange New Worlds had promise before developing, into musical episodes that alienated viewers and stuff. And audiences are not obligated to tolerate, what anything that the studios decide to produce. So Paramount is facing the consequences of choices made over many years. Okay, so behind the scenes, a major shakeup is happening inside of, the animation division for Paramount. Now, the leadership changes came after films bloated past their budgets and missed expectations. Now, incoming executives right now made it clear that they prioritize financial performance above personal feelings. Some employees took that bluntness personally, but the studio can't afford emotional management anymore. Okay, and it's definitely showing. So Paramount shareholders, customers, and viewers all care about results, not internal sensitivities. And people were tired of the overpriced animated productions that actually didn't reflect what families actually wanted. So the leadership shift reflects demand for accountability, and Paramount is signaling that financial responsibility matters more than just industry politics. Okay, so the failures inside multiple Paramount divisions were years in the making. Projects no one wanted were just greenlit because studio leadership followed trends instead of audiences. Okay, so these bad decisions are why Paramount was sold and why the new management is enforcing stricter standards. Now, businesses cannot, subsidize ideological losses forever. Okay, so this new regime is pushing blunt feedback because soft communication didn't solve anything. And when feelings override accountability, nothing improves. That culture created the environment that led to missed budgets, underperforming releases, and wasted opportunities. Okay, so basically Paramount is abandoning that model because, surprise, surprise, it didn't work. Budget disasters like the Smurfs project exposed how unserious past leadership was about managing money. When films fail to meet expectations, the people responsible must answer for it. The previous culture let too many executives dodge responsibility. So guess what? The Ellisons, which are the new leadership, refuses to tolerate that, okay? And also, this particular shift also affects major Hollywood figures. If Paramount were to acquire or influence Warner Brothers material, some creators would walk away because their political preferences no longer align with the studio's direction. So Paramount doesn't care about, ideological approval from Hollywood circles. You see, they care about, what performs at the box office and what subscribers actually want. Right? I mean, it's just simple as that. And articles that's complaining about these changes reveal how angry some industry voices are that canceled executives or politically incorrect figures are being rehired. Okay, so basically the new leadership at Paramount is evaluating people based on performance and not woke political alignment. Hollywood wants to control who gets to work, but Paramount is ignoring that pressure. You see, they're actually choosing proven results, okay? So over fashionable outrage, okay? And Paramount is returning to profit-driven decision-making, and the critics hate it because, well, it breaks the ideological monopoly that Hollywood built over the past decade. So audiences, audiences want movies worth watching. Paramount understands that political messaging lost them billions and goodwill that they may never fully regain. Their only path forward is simple: make entertainment that earns the audience back through quality and not woke ideology. So let me know your 2 cents about this whole Paramount situation. Are they really doing this? Are they genuine, or you think it's more bait and switch? Let me know your thoughts about this, about the Paramount situation in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, peace.